All right, for the ones that are watching or the ones that are going to watch this stream, I hope everybody had a great Thursday. I know it is a, I know it is a, what you call it, a Thursday and tomorrow's Friday, but it is the last day for me for this week. Next week I got no updates, no nothing. Um, it is something that I am concerned about, but like who knows what's going to happen next week or the week after. You got a whole bunch of other stuff you have to worry about, like um, maybe a job, your first new job that you haven't had for a while, because you're maybe sick or you probably had um, some recuperating after a loss of someone in your family. Sometimes jobs that you worked at are probably jobs that you don't want to work at. You know what I mean? Maybe because your dad used to work there or your mom used to work there, and because everything is like a reminder of everything, it just hits you afterwards, you know? Most times when family members die in the same place that you work in, it does um, tend to wear down a lot of people, you know. Um, it is very sad to see in any regards or any way, anything like that. But yeah. So it is something to look. It's something to look at. A lot of people don't realize when you're in a mental state or anything like that, sometimes even a town or a city, is a place to not to be in. Like if you grew up somewhere in a small town population of maybe 30,000 or 50,000 or something like that, and or even less than that, like maybe 5,000 or 100 people or 200 people, um, and you remember everything that you did with your mom or your dad or anything like that. And these memories are something that you don't want to be reminded of every day, or someone telling you you look like your dad every day, um, or you look like your mom every. It's just something that I like people don't realize that they're hurting a person that lost someone. And if someone keeps on saying, "Oh, you look like your dad" or "You look like your mom," it's like, wow, it really frustrates a person a lot more, and they don't realize, the frustration that you feel, and you want to move, but you can't move because no one wants you to move, and it's hard. It's very hard to move where you can be relaxed. Nobody would say anything, oh, you look like this or you look like that person, you look this person or that person or whatever. Sometimes people have to have respect on, you know what? Even though a person who has passed away doesn't mean that I'm that person or you're that person. It matters on within that person, you know, within yourself, you know, do the best that you can and have everything that you can for yourself and all that stuff. But it is really hard to do that sometimes when you have people that are very clingy. Like they're very clingy on you all the time. Like they don't see what they're doing to uh, their own, family member. If you cling on to someone or cling on to a person that looks like or anything like that, and you keep them because you don't want to be, you know, it really It's bad, it's really bad to know what to do. And I'm not saying this for joy, I'm not saying this for anything else, or mock people that do this. But I'm just simply saying that those type of people, they need the help. And most of the times they make it seem like you as a person that want them help, but they are looking at you and saying that you need help more than I do help so that they can keep doing what they're doing. So it's better to actually say, you try on a lot of stuff, but you can't have um, everything, like they can't have everything. There are certain things like I just will not do, and I hope that other people will do the same thing. Like certain times that people will guide you in your own, not your own way, but guide you all the time. And once they pass away, you got no guidance. You got nothing because the people that guide you all the time, and you don't have any experience on doing it by yourself because they always seem like they want to be close to you or whatever. I find that's just something that like anybody, and it doesn't matter. It happens to a lot of people, but there should be you know, some sort of crime about it. A person should not be, like, yeah, everybody has, everybody has a right to have freedom, right? This is what this country is. If you're in North America, you have the freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, freedom of choosing what you want in life, and freedom of enjoyment. But if you can't have that freedom, then people do get sick. Like myself, I'm pretty much sick, and it's not going to be easy at all. And I'm going to be pretty much sicker and sicker as I get older and older. And I don't mind being sick. I don't mind being anything like that. This shows like your opportunity of getting like a grandchild or anything like that from that person is slim to none, you know? Slim to none. And that person, you know, that person ends up being won't be able to have a relationship with anybody because worried about, like some people may not like people because their family, I know quite a bit of people who says a lot of things like, oh, has that got to do with that and all that stuff. But the funny thing out of it is that they can say a lot of things and everything else like that, but they don't realize like the person that is hurting is the person that's actually asking for help in every way. But a lot of times these people will ignore you. And when they ignore you, they don't want that and they don't want to get involved with anything. And that's where I put a thing on what is called strengths and weaknesses. Okay, I put strengths and weakness. And what I go for any lady, and I don't know if any of you ladies go for the same as guys, but I go by their mental state, their how their mental state is, and their emotional, their emotional and their mental. If they start saying something like that, saying, "Oh, what's that got to do with it?" and all that stuff, they're they're bringing in information into you. Okay, then you can ask them, "So how's your boyfriend doing, or husband, or something like that?" and everything else. Then you can reverse it on them. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are not married or anything like that, and if they are married, they usually have like a ring or something. And then I would just, I like looking at people like for the females, you know. I look at their hands and I would say, "Oh, how's your husband doing?" Or you got pretty fingernails. Or you got nice eyes. I like your new glasses. You got a new hair. You know, you gotta, if you know that person and you see them almost every day and they change something about their style and that, it's always good to actually say something good about it, you know, so that when they look at you, they're morely happy to because you notice certain things about them that maybe their husbands don't, or maybe nobody has ever told them, you know. So I'm that type of person who would actually say, you know, about you, you look pretty, you look very attractive. How's your boyfriend? Or anything like that. And they say, oh, and I would, you know, I would just simply say, oh, did your husband pay for that for you or anything? She's like, they might say, no, I would never let my husband do that. And or anything like that. And I'm like, okay. Then you could ask, you know, certain other things about them. Sometimes you have to, for a guy like us, like guys like us, you have to be a person to look at a lady and see what she has, you know, and just say, hey, you seem like this type of person, or you seem this type of person. You don't say, "Oh, you'll remind me of my ex-girlfriend," or "Oh, you'll remind me of my current my wife that's deceased," or something like that, or my husband. You know, you look like my husband, or you seem like a guy's father. You know, you look like a person that I know his dad passed away, or so. You know, it all depending on the situation. You don't want it. You don't want it to be a situation where people are mocking that person. You don't want to mock a person because of certain things. You just freely say, you know, like, how's your husband doing? And some of these ladies will tell you, yeah, we're doing okay, or they might say, I'm not married, or have a boyfriend or something. You know, so just anything to see about them. You want to know about them. And that's what I taught myself. You know, I taught myself how to do certain things in a certain way, like the five fingers, um, the five finger of life, um, that I told you about. Or, you know, there's like other ones of different types of people that are out there. There's three that I know of. You know, you have certain people that are different, and there's others that are almost as different but okay. And then there's open-handed people, which means that people don't care what you look like, just as long as they're getting what they need, and that's it. Those are the types of people you got to watch out for because those are the ones that may or may be not affected with some sort of disease that they already have. And you don't want to go out there and just have fun. In fact, this to me, to if you go and visit a prostitute, okay, you go to the prostitutes and you're giving them money to get whatever you want for yourself. But just remember, they are not like a lot of things out there. You don't know if they're affected with some sort of disease, some sort of, you know, bacteria, anything that could actually get you sick. And same thing for a lady that's a prostitute that that is the same thing. You don't know if he has any of those and everything else. That's why they should put up a thing called a um, health and safety inspection. Uh, usually you do this for food, health and safety and food, and even in doctors and eye doctors and dentists and everybody else like that, right? What you want to do is make yourself a little bit more better. You want to have proof that you're not um, unclean. What I mean by unclean is that you don't have hepatitis C or hepatitis E and D or even um, HIV, AIDS, or syphilis or something else. You don't want to you don't want to see what happens. Like with those type of people are going to affect anybody anyways. And now with this thing happening, you got one hand, you got one hand is purity, and the other hand filthy. What would you really want? A lot of people will some people, I shouldn't say a lot, but some people will be um, you know better, purify. It's people that are not the people that that would go out and do all these naughty stuff. And there are other ones that will do the naughty stuff. They would go and they would cheat on their wives or husbands. It's a flip flop. And I'm a type of person who looks at all this and says, the better answer is by just doing nothing. You know, that's what I go for. I go straight down the middle and I do nothing. I don't have any uh, relationship with anybody, you know, because you're keeping your body safe, right? You're keeping your body safe from anything. If you were a person that's health conscious, right? You take your vitamins, you drink a lot of water, you do a lot of exercise and all that stuff. But all those things are helping you out, but it's not helping you out in one way. You know what that is? It's not helping you out. If you go and say, "Oh, you're having this with this guy," and then get affected by this person, doesn't matter if you're health fusiatic or whatever you call it, you're still infected, and you could also give away yourself, and your body will deteriorate as you know it. And I see that a lot, especially when it comes to like with these ladies, and there are transgenders and prostitute males as well that will go and do the same thing. They always get tested to see how they do and all that stuff. But you know, s- you can be tested you can be tested once or yeah once a year, or you could get tested every time. But the virus of certain things do not show up until several years later. You might be dormant. I think it's called a dormant, where you're the person that has this thing but didn't spread outwards. Like there's there's a chance that I might have TB, tuberculosis, whatever it's called, um, TB. Now I might have that virus in me, TB, but it's not dormant because I haven't had any problems or anything like that. So it is something to really look at in a way that what type of person would you want to be with? You know, you want to be with some people that are doing really good. Like it's not. what they look on the outside, but as well what they look on the inside. And a lot of us, we don't know what these people look like on the inside. We really don't. I don't, anyways. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not. I always say this. As a male, think with your big head, not with your little head. And the reason why is that you want to protect yourself as much as you can. You don't want to not wanting to unprotect yourself, you know? You want to protect yourself as much as you can and as little as you can. And you know, it doesn't matter where you go or where you've been, you know, even going grocery shopping, you could be holding on a cart and the virus could be on that cart. You know, like if they have COVID or just the end of COVID, and you're one of those people that, you know, like to keep things in your mouth, like your finger or your tone, whatever it is that you put in your mouth. Um, or if you're one of those people that, you know, wash your hands and all that, then that's different. Or if you're like myself, I wait till I get home, then I wash my hands, then I'm done for the day. You know what I mean? So you have to look at every scenario is a scenario that you want to be happy. You know, you don't want to be someone that's low down and everything else. You see them even a lot of times some of these ladies had a bad life, and that's understandable. They had a bad life because they've been in an abusive relationship, or they have abusive family members, either physically or emotionally. Um, and it's very hard for a lot of these people to um, not cooperate, but morely to cope. You know, to cope with what was happening and to their lives and making sure that maybe they will have better lives on another time. Those types of people, and it's not just only the ladies that have this, it's as well the males that have this. Either they were, you know, when they're young, someone else, you know, you don't know what really happened to them because it really psychologically affects them when it's like an adult. You know, if it's an adult, then you know that's a really one. When it's a kid, when it's a kid, it's different because that kid could be younger or anything than you, and you know, you just have to really watch. Now, today's standards is a lot different than it was back 30 years ago, about 1990 or in the 80s. When I grew up in the 80s and 90s, there was a lot of things that we used to do as I was a kid. We gone out like in the summertime, we would go out, go swimming, we would go you know, go to a park somewhere for a day. Like there's a park called Nishinaabe Park, which is in my hometown of um, Kenora. It's a very, very nice park. It's close to the lake. It has a big thing right there where you can cook up hamburgers, hot dogs, and everything like that. It's almost like a campground, but it's a trailer campground or something like that. And everybody uses that beach because it's a good beach to go. There's other ones like I lived close to Dairy Queen, so we go across the street, but they had this problem where kids were being hit by vehicles because of there's no stoplights and no other stuff that they needed so that kids can go across the street without being hit. I was lucky that I didn't get hit by a car when I was younger, but I saw some people getting hit by a car because there was no lights or no, stop or go lights for pedestrians to walk. No, I grew up something like that, and it's not really great because it's a small area. I lived in what is called Norman, and Norman was a really good. It's like i- its own island. Yeah, because there's two bridges that are connected to Norman to the main town. Now, a lot of places in my hometown are rivers. There's a big lake there. There's a big lake. There's a lot of rivers all over the place, and there's a lot of islands. And if you look at it on the map, you would see what it looks like on each side. And it's really different. It's very different to see something that you're not really uh you get fond of when you see people that are um that are different. Like I grew up in the country. I grew up in the forest basically. Um where I grew up. It's a lonely small town that I lived in, and that. But me moving from that place to here is all right, but I'd rather move somewhere where I'm not, that I'm kind of familiar with, but not really familiar with, and that. So it's different, all different, and there is a lot of things that a lot of people don't really realize, um, that there is a problem with a lot of people these days compared to what it was during the 80s and 90s. I grew up in the year of the AIDS epidemic in the mid 80s and all the way up to the 90s and that. Now, because of that, I was really concerned that if I got the virus per se, right, then I didn't want my body to be affected with any of that virus. Apparently, my hometown has a very high HIV, AIDS, and hepatitis B, uh, or C, hepatitis C or B, one of those two, problem. And it's getting worse in my hometown for that. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm glad that I'm not like any of those people that are, um, emotionally attracted. Like I'm a person who's I can't consider myself as good looking, but I do consider myself average or below average good looking. And people would look at me and they may like me right off the bat or they may not like me, but I'm just that one type of person that likes to know a person. What's their what's their emotional, what's their mental state? Are they very patient with people? Are they not patient? Those are the things that I look for in a lady. If they're patient in everything else and they don't snap at you because they're not getting what they want, then those are the people you don't want to be around with because they will just think of other stuff about you and that, and it's just not the greatest to actually make them think. You have to say, because I did not know what I was when I was in my early 20s or early 30s. I thought I was a normal person just like everybody else, but I'm not. I'm very different. I um I keep my clothes on, and that's what I do. I keep my clothes on. I'm not going to get affected by an unhealthy person, even though that she's more healthier than I am physically. You know, she's more physically healthy and everything else like that, but she's not really internal physically. She might be not healthy, and you got to really watch what you do. You know, you got to really watch what you do these days because it could be recorded, it could be done with, and if a person that doesn't like you or maybe did the wrong mistake, you know, you can't just blame a person. Yeah, you're right. Males are the ones that do a lot of crappy stuff. But I noticed that the ladies are doing the same thing. It's actually it's uprising than there used to be. There's more of it today than there was back in my day. Even though there could be a little bit less, but still, back in my day, there wasn't very much of anything. Crimes weren't that bad. Um, there weren't that much like immigrants in Canada. There's just a lot of things that a lot of people don't see about here. And if you are moving from somewhere to here, this is not a good place for you in all respects. Because if you are from a warmer climate, say from Africa or from India, or if you're from Japan, or if you're from Great Britain or Germany, Ukraine, Russia, Denmark, Finland, and not even France, um, they all have winters, and they all have get it gets cold. In that it all depending where you live. You know, here in Canada, we don't have the only warm place is from central, or not central, but oh, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario to Ottawa. From Ottawa down south to Cornwall, Ontario. And then further Niagara Falls, and then to Windsor, then up to Sarnia, then up by Barrie, and then all the way up to uh, um, Sudbury and Sault Ste. Marie again. That's basically the lineup where it be a little bit more warmer, but still you will get the coldness. And that's the thing. A lot of people from overseas don't see that. They come up here because they want to, but there's most of it will be because of one thing. It's colder. So they will move down south. It's an easy thing for uh, uh, to get into the United States is by going north, which is not a good idea. It isn't. You, some people who crossed over from from uh, North Dakota into the Manitoba, and what happened is that they got frostbite on their hands and feet. They lost their mobility of their fingers. They don't have fingers or even a thumb. Some might have a thumb, and as well they have to have amputate their toes and all that. because during the winter time it's harder to pick up because of the snowstorms that happen between the borders, North Dakota and Manitoba. It's just not right for a lot of people, you know, it's just not right. And it's very sad to see, you know. It's very, very sad to see. And I don't want to see anybody from a different country coming here and getting frostbite because they don't like it here, you know, and they go down south. Like there was a family that was going from, I don't know where they were originally. Well, they were originally from India, but it was too cold here, so they got what is called one of those people that pick them up to go across the border, smuggling, human smuggling, and it happens up here where people go from Canada so that they can go and escape down to the United States. And then they would go somewhere like New York or they would go somewhere like Florida, somewhere where it's a little bit more warmer, a lot more warmer. It could be a little bit cooler compared to their place, but it's still not too bad, you know? They don't get, some places in the United States don't get very much winters as they used to. So I'm kind of not disappointed, but I am kind of in the way of thinking, you know what, there should be a borderline or a border wall between the United States and Canada so that from east or from west to east, even though they don't get a lot of immigrants out in the west or anything like that, still put a wall up from west to east or east to west, so that the wall stating that you would not be able to enter this country not unless if you really are that particular person. Now, a lot of people in Haiti and all that stuff are coming up through the United States, going up to Quebec because they're French. And it's the only French speak language in um, Americas. I don't think there's any other French speaking language over here uh, at all. So Quebec is gaining some speed with their language, bringing more immigrants going to Quebec. Now, there is a big fight right now between East and West. And West because they don't have enough seats and all this and all that, and they're trying to take away a lot of people from Eastern, you know, Canada to go to live with them. But here's the thing: they will not get the seats that they want in the future because the immigrants that are staying in Quebec and Ontario are going to be mostly the ones that are going to um, be over you know doing stuff, meaning more seats on the East Coast. There's going to be seats on the West Coast, but not as much. They're always going to be low, no matter what. Their population is going to be pretty small, actually. In the upcoming years, they're not going to be just under 10 million people, which is okay for Alberta. Alberta is actually not too bad, but in the future they figure about 9 million people or under 10 million people for Alberta. But here in Ontario it's going to be like 18 million. And most of it is going to be in the bigger cities. And some of it's going to be in smaller cities as well. So the majority of immigrants that come here are going to be hitting Toronto, Ottawa, uh, Kitchener Waterloo, Kitchener, um, London, Hamilton, um, Peterborough. You know, they got a whole bunch of other cities around Montreal, Quebec City, um, and that, and it's just gonna grow and grow and grow down here. So there's always gonna be a lot of people, and with that, a lot of them want to stay here compared to being out west because it is a bit cooler. Now, if you are from a cooler place, then a lot of people would actually go out west than anything else. But there is a divide here in Canada. We have here in Ontario a lot of people that are from India. In that, and out west they have more people that are more Asian, like from Japan, China, um, Korea, and some other places in that. So if you live out west, you get a lot of those, and if you live out east, you get a lot of East Indian, which is to me is pretty good. Even the Muslim majority is basically all over the place. Um, they're in between, and which is all right as well. Um, but anyways, before I go, I gotta do my intro before I start. So if you are new here and if you like this stream, please leave a like and subscribe if you are new here. If you are older and you already have subscribed, please, please, please put a like down so that I know that you like this content. I know that it is a content that I do talk about a lot of different stuff, but I actually do play games as well. I just wanted to say to y'all that if you are prepared for anything or anything like that, sooner or later you might not be able to because of other things that are going to happen. But who knows what's going to happen right now? So we'll see. All right, let's go for it. Continue. Oh yeah. Let's see. Meal is at level 10, 26, 24, 2, dodge 14. Parts. Legs. Uh, Power is up pretty good. HP is good too. Movement is not good. I'm gonna have to leave it for now. Okay, I'm good. Uh, Weapons. There. Alright. This guy. Weapons. I go with Snowman. Then right hand I would go with the... Okay, so that's the gray eye. I go with this one. Her, she's fine. Should be good. He could be another one. Oh, overweight. Okay. Parts, body. Okay, now. I should get legs for this guy. Yeah. CPU. Backpack, good. This guy here, parts, legs. I go with this as well. He's done. She will have, okay. Legs. $38, $50. You know what? I'm gonna go with this one. He's gonna have. I go with this one. Legs are gonna be different as well. There. Give me a second here. Okay, he's fine. Parts. Okay, this one. Parts. Oh wow, look at that. Sweet. Always better with that. Yeah, he's fine. There. Should be fine now. Let's put weapons on his right shoulder. And then with his right, no, left. Overweight. Okay, so I need to go parts, body. Yeah. 62. Yeah, he. Oh yeah, gun. That's what I wanted. There. Thank 17. You. Okay. Alright, we're good. Had to do those adjustments with my stuff there, and then that's it. Rolf. Short and long. Don't have good meal attacks, but alright. Oh, no. Oh, can't do it. Damn it. Okay. Alright. How many? Ooh, 10, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. Oh, I got less than that. There, 10 now. Hang on. I got 6 and 5. Okay, yeah, 6 and 6 and 4. Yeah, that makes 10. Alright. Maybe I won't have him, but I will have her. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Battle. Yes. Ooh. Attack. Oh, you bastard. I missed. Here you go. Yeehaw. Kabooey. I don't know why this little guy comes along all the time, but... Uh-oh. It's alright. I'm still fine. He gone. You bastard. Seems like I can't get him. He gone. Kabooey. Buried. I don't know. He gone. Haha. Hot dog. Fine, that's fine. Legs and guns are gone. There. Don't worry, I'm still good. Pretty good shot. Almost. Ew. Bloody hell. Oh, lucky. Shit. Didn't even help. Oh. Oh wow. Actually, you know what? Donkey. Oh wow, I can't believe it. Huh. Here you go. Here you go. Right on. Wild goose. Here you go. Sweet. Yep. Well, looks like there's only like 5 more. Oh shit. They're going after my one and only. How's he doing? Okay. I'm down, but yeah, what the hell? He gone. Boom. Ah shit. Took out one. I'm gonna get this guy a fixer-upper on body. Haha. Hiya. Bloody hell. Alright, now I'm gonna retreat this guy. There. Shoot. Not good. Sweet. Ooh, nice. Okay, attack. He gone. shit. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, wrong one. Okay, cool. Here you go. Uh-oh. Sweet. Here you go. Here you go. Nice. Ooh, looks like it's done. Hmm. Mission complete. Who's the biggest one? 110. Or 1,010. Okay. Huh. Alright. Okay, let's check out what we got. Nothing. Everything's the same, basically. Alright. But we can buy some more items. Oops.
Thank you.
Okay, get small mines. Nah.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Alright, let's check it out. Here you go. Boom. Sweet. Not bad. Oh, no. Save. Hang on. Let me go back here. So I gotta go north. There we go. Field Hospital. That's where we are. Field Hospital. Huh. Sounds guilty. He sounds guilty. Any proof? He says. Well, the proof is already said. So if a person figures, why would I, and something about having proof or something like that, the guy's guilty or a lady's guilty. What do we do? A few internet techniques I learned from this TV show. Want me to try? Hmm. 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 Same guy that got hurt last time. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Uh-oh. Hmm. Ooh. Only 5, eh? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. There we go. All right. Let's take out attack. Oh, got him. One hit, he's gone. He gone. Yeehaw. Oh, only 2 hits. Oh, good. He gone. Ah, not good. 2 of them are leaving. And damn it. Ooh, he's going after my left arm. Alright. He gone. Commander is gone. Kabooey. Dang, good. Oh, hang on. She needs her. Left arm. Paired. Ah. Damn it. Yeah. Snowman. Yeah, you bastard. Okay. Which one should I go for? There we go. Got him. He gone. He gone. Yeah, he could do it. Cobra? Cobra. Here you go. Boom. I need to heal her. Body. Here you go. Here you go. Oh, he's up there. There we go. He gone. Nobody can pass me. Hmm. Cloning. Not good. So that people don't really realize that he's a guy who had made a control thing for the adult brain. So basically, if they're brain dead, they have an electronic that goes into the brain and they're still alive. They can control them by using electrics into the brain, which can control their thoughts, their memories, their action, their military, everything that they need. Mission complete. Oh, three of them. Okay. On we back. Hmm. Come to the office, he says. I wonder if I got any upgrades. Let's see. Well, nope. Interesting. Interesting, eh? Okay. Oh. Well, this is getting interesting. And this guy's looking for his girlfriend, or his wife, I should say. Uh, and this one right here, second command, basically, to of myself. So, hmm. I wonder if this is being set up by like, I don't know. It just seems like it's a not a hoax, but what is it called? You know how sometimes when you're doing something, and then all of a sudden someone turns around and does it behind your back without anybody knowing it, sort of like a approval almost of another group, so that you don't do anything different. Um, Basically holding hostage of one person and keeping the other one guessing what's happening until they meet, almost like that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it almost like reminds me of that. It's like he has something up his sleeve, this guy here, and doing something or keeping something away from the one other person. Either if it's someone important, someone that may have had some sort of brain injury that turned into a war vet or something like brainwashing in a sense. Now I don't know if this game is like that, but military can go that far too, eh? Hmm. Okay, we don't need to talk. But anyways, I'm gonna end it here for today. This game is actually quite good. I think I got maybe a couple, maybe a day or two with this game. It seems like I might be almost at the very end of this game. So I don't want to end it today. I want to end it like on Monday. So I hope you all enjoyed this stream. I know I talked for a bit there for a long, almost an hour or so. But it is something that I wanted to say, about a lot of stuff that people don't realize, like how you have family members that might look like a person, or if a family member or a friend keeping you captive, from being your own life and all that stuff. It's just a lot of stuff that everybody needs to watch out for, not necessarily for like your family or your friends, but generally a lot of things. And it's not your fault if anything happens. It's just that's how it is. But anyways, if you like this stream and if you are new here, please leave a like and subscribe. If you are old and you already have subscribed to me, please put a thumbs up so that I know that you like this game and this stream. Um, I will be on again on Monday around 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I may not be done with the game on Monday, but if I don't finish it on Monday, I'll probably be finishing it on Tuesday. So see what happens. I give it a go for now and go for that. But if I end up finishing this game, I'll go back playing a different game, or I might download another game. I don't know yet at this time. So I hope you enjoyed this game. This game is quite fun. It's relaxing, and really, you just have to think about your mech and how you want it to be. This is the type of games that I like. It's such a relaxing game when I was younger, I had troubles in this game, but as soon as I play other games that are almost similar to this game, um, I started knowing what to do. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time and wisdom to know what you like to do and how to do it with your character or characters, like the strengths, the weaknesses, um, flight, fight, everything, movements, strength, weak, everything that you need to know about this game. If I was reincarnated into this game, I would definitely have a good, you know, I would definitely have a great time with this game, or with the stuff inside, and be kind of cool. Being a mech driver and shooting everything, and being like one of the best people, like almost like a major or something that I'd be, or something, a major or colonel. Anyways, I hope you all will enjoy this weekend. I hope you all enjoyed this weekend because it is going to be a good weekend. I hope that everything turns out well, good for you. Um, Either with your spending some time with your family or friends, or even just spending some time with yourself and you know relaxing and enjoying the weather, a lot of stuff that might be happening in your life, and you just need a time out. You can always watch the stream because it is quite something with this stream. Can't really tell you what it is, and I think most people don't know what it is either. But I just like, just to talk. And doesn't matter who it is, if it's just myself or if it's other people, I just like to talk. And it makes it more sociable. Oh, yeah, about sociable. It is coming up for the weekend, so if you are going to the bar or anything like that, socialize with each other. Have some great times. Make new friends. Make whatever it is that you guys or girls, uh, you guys or ladies, I should say, like to do. But don't go on your phones. Don't be texting. Don't be doing all this and all that and look away from people. It is something that most people don't like these days because you do not concentrate on the words of a person. Even though you think you are listening, but it is disrespectful for the other person that's talking to you. It's better to actually look at that person and then that be it. And if you don't, then there'd be like some trouble, and that on both sides. So, ladies and gentlemen, just make sure that you all have a great time. Get out, do stuff with each other. Go swimming, go boating, go fishing, go golfing. Doesn't matter what it is. Have fun out there and socialize. These days, without socializing or having fun out there, making new friends, especially at a young age like you don't want to end up being older with nothing, nothing that you can get. But, just be yourself. You don't have to be cool. You don't have to be, a dickhead or a menace or a prick or anything like that. Just say hi. How you doing? You know, and go with some of. If you have a friend or two, go with them and start socializing with a lot more people, and then make your group a little bit bigger each time you do talk. You know, that's all you have to do is just have a great time. Stay safe. Make sure if you are drinking, make sure you have a designated driver or take an Uber, bus, or a taxi. It's always good to actually have. Um, it's always good to be safe than sorry, if you know what I mean. But anyways, I catch you all next week on Monday around 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That is New York time if you wanted to know. And wherever you are, wherever you live, have a great morning, great afternoon, or great evening, depending where you live. And I will see you or catch you on Monday around 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget to hit the notification bell button so you know when I'm on, and I will see you guys later. You'll have a great weekend and enjoy yourself. Get out, do something, you know? That's all that everybody needs is fresh air and just to get out. Go camping if you need to. So it's a good time right now before it gets too late, you know, it gets too cold or wintry, you know. All right, catch you all later. Bye for now.